ask him if it's working now.
Is it working now? Can you hear us out there in internet land? Yeah? Okay, we're just waiting to see if you can hear us. Maybe.
Blame it on me.
Yeah, we're going to blame it on Jer. He's our IT guy.
Yes, blame it on Jer.
So again, I'm Mulqueen, and this is?
I'm Christine Connor of Amelie Scott Designs.
And we're here in Tempe, Arizona. We had 3 days of actual hands-on classes, and we had a big trunk show on Wednesday. So we've been
busy
quilting. So have you ever wanted to quilt a quilt by yourself without a long arm? Are you tired of quilting quilts or piecing a quilt and then sending it off to someone else to do for hundreds of dollars?
Yes.
Christine did this quilt on her machine with an 8x12 hoop.
Yes, I sure did.
Yep. So we had a fun time all the way from Dublin, Ohio.
Yes.
I originally thought it was Dublin, Ireland, and I was thinking, wow, she's going to have a strong accent.
Yeah.
But you don't have an Irish accent.
No, I sure don't. Just that southern Texas drawl.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun for you right now. Christine's going to kind of do a trunk show, tell you about Amelie Scott Designs. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we're excited to share this information with everybody out there.
Very excited. And I got to say, I want to let everybody know it's 100 degrees in Arizona. I left like 70-degree weather in Dublin. We just got our fall weather, and now we're back in the heat.
And you know what? I should probably tell everybody that we're going to talk about products today that are available to you. It is a special event that we're doing here, so you'll get 25% off of the suggested price. So as we're talking about different products that'll come up on the screen, Jerry's going to be the gentleman in the back popping stuff up on the screen. It'll tell you what it is. We're just going to ask that you comment that you would like that. Jerry, is that how that's going to be? Jerry's checking our sound to make sure that the sound is good. This is a makeshift setup here. We put it together in a few minutes to go live, but it takes a lot to go live.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So Jerry's, I guess, checking on it, but we want you to know that everything that's shown today, you can purchase.
He is in deep concentration right now.
Yeah, Mr. Jerry is. So, for instance, Jerry's going to have on the screen a product. Christine's going to talk about it. And then in the comment section, just comment that you want one. And in the background, Jerry's going to type your name saying that you do want one of those patterns. And then after the live, Jer will compile everything that you were interested in and then email you an invoice for what you purchased. And is it okay that we still do that freebie?
That's what I was going to say. You should tell him about the...
Can I share that?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you get to $100 of Christine's product, you get this beautiful wall hanging project for free. So not only will you get 25% off everything, but you will also get this free if you get to $100.
It's got some embroidery and quilting with it.
I'm going to show you the back.
And the piecing instructions.
The back always looks as good as the front.
Yeah, I try to make it good.
Yeah.
I try to make it.
So that is awesome. Thank you very much for that offer.
All right.
And Jer will pop up any questions that you might have, and then Jer will let Christine know. So if you have questions during this, you can also type out a comment of a question that you might
just got one question, and it was, how did I get started into doing edge to edge? Well, I used to work in a quilt store, and one of the fun things about working in a quilt store was making the samples, but they had to be professionally quilted. And I was getting pretty tired of quilting by check, writing that check out. And plus there's a little pride in me. I wanted to make sure that, I like to know that I made the whole thing all by myself. So that's kind of how I got started. I started digitizing my own designs and just stitching out my quilts and hanging them up in the store and hoping I didn't get caught, because I really wasn't paying for long arm quilting. I was doing it myself. And then after a while, I got busted, and people were asking for the design and what my quilt lady did. And I said, well, actually, I did it. And they argued with me that I couldn't have done that. And that's when I went home to my husband. You should come into the camera real quick. He says, this is Mark. He's here too. And I came home to him. I said, Mark, we need to write a book, and we're going to call it Edge to Edge Quilting on Your Embroidery Machine. So that's how that all got started. All right, well, let's move through some things. Today I'm going to be talking about product, and I'm going to also have some tips and tricks for you too, if that's okay.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, so most people know me like as an edge-to-edge girl because I came up with the edge-to-edge technique, or let me put it this way. I was the first one to publish something on the edge-to-edge quilting technique. I'm sure maybe someone out there in the world did it, before, but I was the first one to publish it. And when I published the technique, there was nothing on the market about quilting with edge-to-edge on your embroidery machine. So that makes our product really good because, remember, first, I'm a quilter, so I know what quilters need. I know what makes it look good, and I make sure those designs are easy to use so that everybody can use them and get good results. We have a great deal today. What does this mean?
10th anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
The last bullet of the slide.
Okay, I'm going to go back here because we are celebrating the 10th anniversary that our book has been, since our book has been published, 10 years. And in 10 years, our distributors have a top 100 list, and our book has been in the top 100 for 10 years, which is huge. I've written other books, and they've been there, for 6 months or maybe a week, but this one's been there for 10 years. So it's got to be a good book if it's been there for 10 years. All right, so after I wrote the books, people started asking for what we call additional designs. So I just, as the requests came in, somebody would say, hey, can you do a paw print? Can you do a spider web? As those requests came in, we just started writing them down and digitizing the designs, because we figured if you're writing to us, that's probably what you want to have. So we started doing that, and we would bundle those 10 at a time and sell them as expansion packs. Expansion packs go with the book. The technique is all written in the book, and the expansion packs are just additional designs. But we got a great special for you today. We have a little, we call it a pick five pack bundle. So you can pick. So normally our expansion packs are $20, and you can pick today. With this product, you can pick 5 packs for the price of $70. That's 30% off. And what you do is you're going to get us a serial code, and you will type that serial code in, and then you will get to choose which ones you want from once you put that in. I hope I said that right, because Mark usually handles all the download, that end of the business. So I hope I said that correctly. He's giving me a thumbs up. Heard him say it.
And so as we're doing this, if you are interested in taking advantage of the pick 5, all you have to do is comment pick 5.
Pick 5. Here you go. All right.
And Jer will read off the names just so you know we got your name. And this is
custom quilting on your book.
I grabbed the wrong book.
Yes, that's what you're looking for. Hold on.
Yep. We're going to grab the original, the 10-year anniversary book.
Yeah. Here we go.
So we have 2 items so far that if you're interested, this guy here was originally shown on the screen, but that's the theory. So if you have not done this before, you want to get one of these books.
Absolutely, because this will tell you how to do everything.
And the book is 25% off, and it's actually, how much is it from the original price?
It's normally $35. So
this is $35, 25% off of that. If you're interested in one of these books, just comment. Oh yeah, we're going to throw it on the table.
And it comes with 10 designs too, and a little baby quilt pattern.
We're going to show you that book. So if you were wondering what this live was about and what edge-to-edge quilting was about, this book is what you want to get. The book will have 10 designs to get started with. We'll flip the book over to show you those designs. Plus, it'll have the instructions on how to do a template, right?
Yes. Yes, how to
And-
make a template and how to really do the whole thing. I even talk about the magnetic hoops in this book, how to use one of those if you want to use the magnetic hoop.
What's the time frame on the special?
Well, we didn't really get that far. We were how long will this be up? We're kind of thinking like
It's done after we hit.
okay, Jared's saying that it's now like the 25% off. Christine is leaving today, tomorrow morning, and so the special is this weekend. It was a big edge to edge quilting weekend. So if you are interested, if you don't mind to just comment that you are interested in the book or the pick 5, and the pick 5, you got to pick any 5 expansion packs. The book does come with 10.
Yeah, 10 designs in the book.
And
So
you can
these are the
always
10
add to
designs
it.
you would get. You get the baby bottle, the hibiscus with the seashell, the daisy one's real popular, holly leaves for Christmas, fall leaves for fall, music notes if you're a musician, a big meanders, a salsa. We use the salsa this day to stitch out a jalapeno table runner, the butterflies, and stars.
Someone wants to know if it's the very first book that you came out with.
And it is the very first book that I wrote that came out. Well, it's the second book that I wrote, but it's the first one that sold really well.
If you flip that back over, that's the second edition of it? Is that
Yes, it's the second edition because the second edition has some information about magnetic hoops because you would be surprised how much has changed over 10 years in embroidery. Darren was putting up these slides of machines that that with the special feature way back when, and I remember when machines had the free arm. We're like, ooh, it has a free arm. Wow. And today they're just like amazing. So
if you already have that book, then you might want to do the pick 5.
yes.
Okay. What's
All
up
right.
next?
Okay. All right, so next I want to talk about a brand new expansion pack. We're always creating new expansion packs, and this one is expansion pack 19. I don't know if you want to show this screen. Are you showing? Okay, right. I can't. They didn't give me a monitor, so I can't see.
What size hoops do we need to complete the projects?
What size hoops? You should have at least our measurements are about 6 inches by 10 inches for a small size, and then medium size are about 7 inches by 12, and then the large are like 8 by 14. Those are from the books, and I think actually we should grab an expansion pack because the expansion packs they're all the same. Okay.
The jumbo.
Okay. Well, the sizes are a little smaller, but okay. All right. So in this pack you get I love the Fiesta with the maracas and the sombrero. I'll start from the left to the right though. We have little chains. We have a champagne bottle for celebrations. Those are corky dogs. We have daffodils, and then the Fiesta. We have a great lighthouse, which I just taught a few months ago, a quilt, an edge-to-edge class with that, and that came out really neat. In fact, we have a lot of light designs in this pack. We have the lighthouse, we have the lightning bugs, the lightning bolts, and then these beautiful stained glass windows that light comes through, and then we have the conversation hearts. And so that is normally $20 on sale for $25 today. And it's
25%
off. 25% off. And it's just come out. I mean, the store was the first to see it.
Yep. Now you're the second to see it.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
You're the second to see it.
And somebody had a question on the pick 5. If they were to buy that, how long do they have to pick the 5? It's really up to them when.
They'll need to choose all 5 at one time, but they can do that anytime they want.
So pick all 5 at one time if you're doing the pick 5.
Yes.
But there's no time limit.
No time limit.
Pick all 5.
Yes.
If we have a luminaire, can we resize these into our machine to fit exactly?
You can resize if you have a luminaire. Can you resize the files in your machine? You can resize about a little bit, 10 to 20% is what they say. You don't want to resize them too much because your stitches will grow bigger as you resize.
Is that where the pro?
That's where the pro is going to come into. When we get to the pro, you can resize all day long. So we'll get there.
Yep.
Okay, and
Comment pack.
Was that?
Comment pack.
Oh yeah, comment pack 19 if you want this new one
okay.
for you collectors out there.
All right. And then the next thing you see, the slide you see, I think, is expansion pack 1. Is that what you're seeing, Jer? Okay. And in this one, we have sailboats and palm trees. We have a bubble design. We have a coyote and cactus and the little sun for the Arizona heat. And Christmas tree lights, hearts, an ivy design. We have some more leaves with acorns. One of my favorite designs is the seashells because I love to collect seashells. And I also like the snow, so the next one is snowflakes. And then, I have kids that are really into sci-fi, so we have a little spaceship and a little UFO. And so that's pack number 1. If you want that, comment pack number 1, and we'll just keep going through them. We've got a lot. We have over 250 designs, so we're not going to show them all at once. We've kind of broken it up, but we'll get ready.
And so if they did pack, pick 5, actually, not pack, but pick 5, then they could just pick any of these.
Any 5 that they want, yeah.
Well,
and they're getting 1 for free, yeah.
That's a good deal.
All right. And so actually they're getting it for 30, they're getting a better deal. One for free and $5 extra off.
So let me just say, if you wanted 1 or 2 of these packs, you'll get 25% off. But if you go for 5, pick 5, you're getting 30% off.
Yes.
That's even better.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's
Okay.
stated much better than I did.
Mention the index.
Somebody said, mention the index.
Oh, mention the design index. I will happily do that. So on our website, we have a design index. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
There.
On our website, we have a design index, and I love that it's kind of getting long. It's about 50 pages now. You can download it for free.
It's distorted because it's LED or because of the lights and everything.
Oh, okay.
It's all the lines make it look way.
Oh, it's looking. You can't really see it.
There you go. It's right there.
Okay. And they were telling me it was like kind of distorted, so we moved it up. So you have an index, okay, with all the packs, and then it would say like expansion pack 1, and it would show you all the designs in there. But what I love about the design pack is that it is cross-indexed. I have to go way back because we have so many designs now. Let me get back here.
And can they find this on your website?
Where is the...
Yes, ma'am.
So let's say you want to have designs that you're celebrating or shapes or feathers. It's cross-indexed here. We have intricate meanders and symbols. We have food and drink. So it's all kind of cross-indexed for the back. Sky, spring, summer, flowers. So you can also go back here if you're looking for inspiration to choose that way. And then the other thing we have is in the very back, we have a listing. Okay, paper does not want to work for me today. We have a listing in the back that is alphabetical. And so if you happen to remember the name of the design you were using, let's say you used a feather design and you can't remember what pack it's in, you can come back here, look under the S for feather, and it will tell you, what pack it's actually in. So it's a really neat tool. I know I use mine all the time because we have so many designs I can't remember what we've done.
Where do you get it?
And again, you can just download that on our website, ameliescott.com. It's under free products. It's just right there.
Software figuring out the math edge to edge.
Pardon?
Somebody's asking about the math of doing an edge to edge.
Yeah, the math is all explained in the book. In the first book, we do a really good job telling you, helping you to figure out where to start your quilt, and all that's in the book. Okay, I want to talk about Expansion Pack 2. Expansion Pack 2 is one of my favorites because there's so many stories with this. So I'll keep it to one story. It's my favorite story. But in this pack, we have the baseball and glove. We have kittens with their balls of yarn. We have a cherry blossom flower, which I called Lena's cherry blossom because Lena's a really good customer of mine, and she requested that design, so I always refer to it personally that way. Then we have the football, we have pomegranates, we have pumpkins, we have doggy paw prints with bones in the tennis ball. We have the cancer hearts. We have another meander. This meander's a little smaller. The one in the book's really big, so this one's a little smaller, a little tighter. And then we have spider webs. Now, I got to tell you about the paw print real quick if I can. A lady had written in and she said, I want a paw print, a dog paw print. So I love dogs, so I thought, oh, that'd be great. We'll have a little puppy print. We'll have the little tennis ball and the little cookie, the bone cookie. And I put that out. And about 6 months later, she writes back and says, I want a dog paw print. And I said, but I have one. It's in the Expansion Pack 2. And these were her words exactly. I love this. She goes, but you ruined it when you put the tennis ball and the cookie or the dog bone in there. We wanted it for the Bulldog football team. And I said, I didn't know that. You just said a paw print. So, yeah, they all have good stories to them. And that's Expansion Pack 2. All right, Expansion Pack 3 is a very popular one. A lot of people buy this one. I think they like that square design, but we have apples. We have the little box design. We've got dinosaurs, electric guitars. We have paisley with little scrolls on it, airplanes. We have a summer theme with ice cream cones and flip-flops, swirls. We have triangles. Triangles are very popular too, and Christmas tree ornaments, and that's Expansion Pack 3. And Expansion Pack 4, you may notice if you look at the cover that there is a strange man outside my window. Well, my son actually created this whole pack because he didn't get a summer job and thought he was going to play video games all week or all summer long. And I said, no, you're going to digitize some designs. And he said, oh, Mom, I don't want to do the girly stuff. And I said, well, then do the boy stuff. So we nicknamed this one the Manly Pack. And we had the firefighters. The next one is Gears of War. It's a video game with gears. We have the hockey. The next one has a dragon and a knight and swords, and that's also nicknamed Assassin's Creed, which is another video game. We have the mustache because Mark shaved his mustache that year, and our kids were like walking around the house. Every time they saw him, like, put it back, put it back. We have the ninjas, and we have the police officers. We have the race car drivers. We have, the next one's it's kind of special to Sean, but I'm not going to go there of why it is. But we have a kind of a celestial design, and then we have cowboys and the boots. And that's Expansion Pack 4, also known as the Manly Pack. And then pack number 5 is absolutely one of my favorites. It's got the feather in it. It's got butterflies. I love that butterfly design. It's got cupcakes, a feather, keys, some bubble designs. It's got the sewing machine and the quilting design. So if you're a quilter and a sewer, those are great designs to have. It's got like more cookies, like reindeers and trees and stars. It's got a rose design, the sewing design, and strawberries.
Strawberries.
And that's Expansion Pack 5.
So yeah, comment Pack 5 if you want that one. Jared, will you show the quilt that's on the table? So I just wanted to kind of explain if somebody happens to be like joining us that doesn't know what we're doing. If you have an embroidery machine, it's wonderful to be able to quilt it, like do a side edge-to-edge quilt. And Christine has come up with a way to do that easily. And so we're just showing you a simple, this is one of the projects that we did in the class where you hoop it and you hoop it again. So you just keep hooping to have your whole quilt done. And then this one was also showing you a separate hooping.
Well, these
for
are,
the
yeah,
borders.
the borders. This is,
I just wanted to
Yeah.
kind of let you know the idea here
Yes.
is, again, all of the expansion packs are just giving you a lot more choices of what you would want to do on your quilts.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
we're on expansion pack number 6, Mr. Jer.
Now we're going to go to pumpkin.
Oh, we're going
patch.
to pumpkins.
Yeah, we're
jumping
going
right
to get off.
pumpkins.
We're
Oh, yeah.
going to get off expansion packs for a bit and
Yeah.
show some other stuff,
Oh, that's awesome.
and then we'll come back to expansion packs because we got a lot.
And this-
So
this the
this is my brand new book, Mrs. Blossom's Pumpkin Patch, and I don't know if you can you guys see the whole
think
quilt?
I
Or
might have to,
okay.
I'm going to raise it up a little.
So this is kind of a mixture of piecing and embroidery. So obviously the pumpkins are all pieced. That crow way up at the top, that's applique embroidery, and then all the leaves that you see in this quilt are all appliqued. I want to point out that there are two types of leaves. These leaves have a bean stitch for the vein, and this was the first quilt that I did. I have a second one. I haven't quilted it yet, but the first one I quilted, it had that bean stitch, and it was a son of a gun picking all that stabilizer out, and I thought, I didn't enjoy that. You're not going to enjoy it. So I went back through all the leaves, and I made a satin veining. And you'll see that if you look at in a minute, if you look at the screen, the coasters have the maple leaves with the satin stitch, and the stabilizer comes out really, really easily on those. So I put both sets of designs in the book because I didn't want to do a bait and switch, show you one thing and give you something else, even if it's better. So they're both in there, but my suggestion, if you get this book and make that quilt, is use the ones with the satin. The stabilizer will come out a lot easier. And so that's one of the quilts. That's a 71 by 71 quilt. And I quilted this whole quilt with the feather in expansion pack 6. So when we come to expansion pack 6, I'm going to show you that feather. This is one of my favorite designs because it's just so girly looking. And then also in the book, you have another quilt called Ginkgo, Falling Ginkgos. And it was kind of funny being in Arizona. Somebody said, I don't know what a ginkgo is, what a ginkgo leaf is. And in Ohio, we have these ginkgo leaves, and they're very Asian, and in the fall, they turn bright, bright yellow, and they're so pretty. So I just love them. But if you didn't want to do ginkgo leaves on that blue quilt, you could always substitute that maple leaf that is beneath the coasters there. You could substitute that in its place.
So this is the book that we're discussing right now.
And then you also get this wonderful
Is that in a good spot?
crow table wall hanging. I call it haute couture. And in the crow wall hanging, could we just show? Oh, no, we can't really. Can we just bring it down? Because it's really, you get the quilting designs for this too.
This is too cute.
So here we have, this is Mrs. Blossom. She's snarfed one of my blossoms off my zucchini plant and put it on her head. So that's her statement in the fashion show. This is the Cape Crusader, and he's taken a red maple leaf out of the tree or off the ground, and he's placed it on his back like he thinks he's Superman or something, running around with his red cape. And this is this little crow here, she's sitting here doing the fashion show. She's showing you how to do it ginkgo style. So she's got her ginkgo leaves and her little ginkgo berries, and she's made like a little cape for that. And then this we call the show crow, because she's taken the gum tree from the front yard and put it over her head and made a little kind of like Vegas showgirl hat to it.
That was my favorite.
Yeah. And then the border around here is just all embroidered with these beautiful pumpkin leaves and squash blossoms. So that's
If you're interested in that one, just comment pumpkin that you want to get that.
yes. And the quilting comes with this one. There's like a little knot over here, like a little Celtic knot. I don't know if you guys can see that.
And how much is that book again? It's in that paperwork right next to you, Jer. Sorry.
Yeah, don't ask me prices.
Pumpkin book. It's under books. So just comment. I know that somebody had just asked the question. It's $35 for the book. It comes with all the designs and the instructions on how to make them. And you get 25% off if you purchase today. Just comment pumpkin. We have another thing you can make with that one book.
With any of the crows, there are 5 crows in there. You can stitch them out and make a pillow. I give you the instructions for making a pillow. It has a hidden zipper in it. That. They're real easy to make. Don't ever be afraid of a zipper in one of my patterns because I show you how to do it easily. And then I love these right here, these little stands. This is on a little stand. Maybe I should hold that up, maybe like this. Can you see that good? And these are just put on here by magnets. So you stitch it out and you glue some magnets to the back and then you just pop it on. And everybody asks me, are you going to do more designs like this if we buy this little cute stand that goes on? Yes, you bet, because I have them in my house too.
You know, that's a cool thing. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
So
and
comment pumpkin.
Yeah,
sorry.
Comment pumpkin. Okay, we ready to move on?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's Mulqueens. You can buy Mulqueens.
Okay. Oh, let me show the table right then.
Oh, yeah.
Also in the pumpkin book
There's
is
still more about this pumpkin book.
Yeah, I try to give you a lot. So this is let me just hold it up here first.
And that's one thing I have to say is Christine's products are very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the whole book.
Yeah.
For $35, that includes the design.
So this has 2 pumpkins, and it says "Life is Sweet" in the pumpkin patch. And then because I had to go ahead and, I could have free motioned this, but I thought, what the heck, I'm gonna do it on the computer. I went ahead and did the stitching all the way around the pumpkin, and I did 2 stitchings here and some quilting around this design. So if you have a big hoop, because this is a pretty big space, if you have a big hoop, you've got the quilting designs in the book to go with it, so you can quilt it just like I quilted mine.
That's very nice.
Thanks.
Go in the center there.
Okay. All right, expansion pack 6. Remember I was telling you that's where my favorite design is?
This one has the bubbles.
Yes.
People like the bubbles.
And bubbles, yes. So we have the busy bee, the buzz bee. We have a prayer and the cross and the Holy Spirit, for prayer quilts. We have the bubbles. We have cards, if you like to play cards or do card type things. My stepmother plays a lot of bridge, and I made her a quilt, and she puts it on the table all the time, and everybody just raves about it. And then the next one over, that's that feathered design that I used to quilt the big pumpkin quilt. I love that. I use that all the time. And then we have the fleur-de-lis. We have some fireworks. We have the Liberty Bell. We have April showers bring May flowers, so showers are nice. And then we have the church going to the little white chapel. And that's expansion pack 6. If you want that, comment expansion pack 6. Then we have expansion pack 7. We have baby footprints. And by the way, I'm going to be a grandmother soon in April. I gotta tell you that. And then we have the tea design with the teapots. We have the fish design. We have just some flags, bunting flags. We have flamingos. I almost said pelicans. Flamingos. We have some knots, just a little design, a little bubbly design. We've got watermelons. Around this time, we had a lady we had a couple requests for autistic children, and one was this choo-choo train. A little autistic boy loved trains, and his grandmom wanted to make him a quilt with trains on the quilting. So we designed that specifically for that child, and then put it in pack 7. And then we had the wine glasses, and that's pack 7. And then the next one, we had another autistic request, and that was for the puzzle pieces for autism. So we got that in there too. So we had the ampersand signs. Don't shy away from these pointy, edgy designs. They look really cool when they're on a quilt. We have arrows. We finally got the bicycles. We had a lady asking us all the way up to expansion pack 8. Every time we released an expansion pack, she emailed me and said, will you please do a bicycle? And I kept saying, bicycles are hard. But we got our bicycle. We had the birdhouses, ladybugs, deer, gemstones, a little heart leaf, and then the puzzle piece for autism. And that's expansion pack 8. We had expansion pack 9. You know, these little boys, they love the Marvel cartoon, and little girls love the Marvel cartoons. So the hero is the first one, Hero Pal, and Pal with the, you know, the cartoon lettering. We have the campfire. We have chickens and eggs. And this next design is one of these angular designs that is really, really cool on a quilt. I really like that one. We have the golf design, the Halloween with the bat and the pumpkin and cat and ghost, and we have hot air balloons. The next one is sheep. That'd be great for a baby quilt. Please go to sleep. And we have a squiggle and then like a little tulip design, and that's pack number 9. Pack number 10, we have a woodlands type theme. We have baby clothes. We have kind of like a little shamrock design, a little wavy design. We have a fisherman design. We have home sweet home design, another firecracker design, but different. We have like a triangle, Cupid, and the woodland critters that are all in my backyard, including that skunk.
And so just a reminder, just click comment pick 5 if you're interested, and you'll get the instructions on going to emeliescott.com to pick any of those that Christine has been talking about. And I'm excited for the next one.
Okay, the next one is perfect pairings. Now, that is, so I'll be honest with you. Was it last year that I did that? Okay, last year, the years, they just go. When you're in this quilting world, it's just, I forget when I made stuff, but last year I was just in the mood to make some quilts. So I made 6 quilts for our house, or for, you know, I'm hoping to put them in my house one of these days. And it's just simple applique designs with with a traditional block, and you know, the applique can also be done the old-fashioned way with just your sewing machine and a zigzag stitch. So I've got the reverse templates in the download section of that book too. So I want to show you some of the quilts that are in there. So the first one is the Irish chain. It's a 60 by 70 inch quilt. It kind of looks small next to that on that wall, but it's a decent sized quilt. You know, we're tall. We like our quilts to be long. So it's got a 3-leaf shamrock and then just the Irish chain. And then we have Penny's pumpkin patch, which is the same size. And I don't think that's right. I think this Penny is bigger. Did we? Anyway, we can look in the book. And the pumpkin, it has a 20 patch with just a simple pumpkin. And we have a question.
Someone wants to know if they could buy multiple pick 5s. So, like, could I put them down for 2 or 3 or 5 pick 5s?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
And we'll just send them individual codes for those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And do they hear you when you talk?
Yeah, I keep muting myself and unmuting myself.
You unmuted yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I need to repeat that. We're very live here. Okay. And then the next one is tulips and windmills. And every time I look at this quilt, I just get a smile because it's just so sweet. And I think this will just look pretty in the summertime or springtime on a patio table. Just use it as like a little tablecloth. It'd be just so cute. And then Starry Night at the Tree Lot. It's a simple tree with a star block. And that's a pretty big quilt too. It's 51 by 72. You know, again, because we're tall, we like to, when we snuggle up under a quilt, we like it to go around our feet. And so this is the next one.
Actually, real quick on that perfect pairing.
Yeah.
If you're interested in that, just comment perfect pairing. Is it really that price?
Yes, it is.
It's only, it's $20.
I know.
And it's a book.
It's a book.
Can I see the book? I'll hold it up on this camera.
Yep.
So it's the whole book, printed, full color, instructions, how to do everything.
Yeah.
I don't-
There are no quilting designs with this book, so that's
Okay.
why we were able to get it a little cheaper.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And this is another quilt that's in the book. It's called sherbet, or you could make it ice cream if you wanted to, but we got the pinwheel and we have the snow cone. And you can just imagine, you know, your granddaughter or grandson with their ice cream cone at the fair and their little pinwheel. And it's just a sweet, sweet quilt. Makes me happy. And I just got so lucky. Look at this binding that I got with it. A little candy stripe binding.
The pick 5 just applies to the expansion packs.
Yes, the pick 5 just to the expansion pack. Yes. And then the last quilt that's in the Perfect Pairings book is oh, it's a shame you can't see it. We have to hold this one up. But this is Leaves by the Old Mill Stream. Now I know this is a churn dash block. I know that, but you know what? I went digging around and I found out it could also be called the Old Mill block. So I call this Leaves. So traditional block, this is kind of a traditional block too, just a square with a border. And then you've got these lovely leaves. These leaves are different than the one that is in the pumpkin, Mrs. Blossom's pumpkin patch. What I like to do is in the fall, I like to go pick up leaves and I like to trace them and then digitize them. So they're all, you know, the leaves I make are always different. Leaves are fun to digitize. And this is what I wanted to show you what this quilt looks like. Let me hold that up.
I better move this camera to show that out there. All right, that's perfect. So this is still part of Perfect Pairing.
Yeah, this is Lexi's favorite quilt. All right.
Linda Brooks would like to know if this is going to be on all evening. Currently, it's what time is it here? It's 3:25. If we go all evening, we're going to be sleeping underneath these quilts. So, no, it won't. It'll probably be going on for about another hour.
Yeah.
And once it's over, the sale is over.
It's
so
over.
It's
Yep.
live. It's kind of like our auction style with our fabrics and whatnot. I know you can't see me, so it's like a spooky ghost talking.
Yeah,
but
some guy in the background.
Yeah, but no. Once we're over here, we're over here.
Jer wanted to remind me that if you are purchasing something from this event, you need to go to mulqueen.com. Jer's going to square us up here. Is the banner still on the top of the page there, Jer, on mulqueen.com? The very first thing that comes on the top of our page is Amelie Scott's banner. You have to click on that to register so that we know who you are and how to get a hold of you for what you want to purchase. So mulqueen.com, click on that banner if you have not registered and you want to shop for these items.
All right.
Perfect. And that last one,
That was
going on for all those quilts. It's called the Perfect Pairing. If you're interested in that, just comment Perfect Pairing, or what did you say to comment on the screen? Express Picks, or maybe Pick 5 is probably what is that? Who is it? Linda Brooks. So you're asking us to explain Express Picks. Do you mean the Pick 5? Just wondering if that's what you mean by Express Picks.
probably.
Yeah.
Or perhaps remind what an expansion pack is, just in case that was the question.
Oh, that's good. The expansion packs, when we wrote the book, Edge to Edge Quilting, wrong book,
Oh.
Edge to Edge Quilting on your embroidery machine. When we wrote this book, it had 10 designs in it. And it was so popular that everybody wanted additional designs. So instead of writing the book with a different set of designs, we just do different sets of designs. So an expansion pack is 10 more additional designs. And they look kind of like this. They got my picture on it again.
And it would have what she's been describing on the
Yes.
back. This actually is for the pro, but
Yeah.
the 25% off?
The pick
Oh,
5.
if they spend 100? If you get to $100, so you 25% off everything except for the pick 5, because that's 30% off. So do the pick 5 if you're out there buying some of the expansion packs. You might as well go to the 5, because then you get 30% off. But if you get to $100, Christine and Mark offered this project for free.
Yeah.
That was very nice. It's
Yeah.
called the Grateful Wall Hanging.
Yeah, and you get the embroidery and the quilting design with it and the piecing instructions for how to make it. Yeah, I got inspired because I was doing something on Facebook and somebody said, I love that wall hanging behind you. And I thought, I know what I can do with that.
And back to this quilt, the pumpkin quilt. Christine pieced it, everything pieced, embroidered,
Mm-hmm.
and then she used her embroidery machine to quilt the whole thing. And this is from your original theory of edge to edge
Yes,
quilt.
yeah, just all the way across.
Huh?
The camera's still on there.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Oops.
So sorry, we were talking about this quilt. So after Christine pieced it all and embroidered the
Mhm.
applique on, then she hooped it. Where would you, when you're looking at this quilt, I know you can only see the bottom part of it, but
Mhm.
the idea, where would you start?
Somewhere in the middle, up at the top, and work
Okay.
my way down.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you would go either one way or the other.
I would always go toward the right, and then I'd turn the quilt upside down, and I'd do the right side again.
So to spend the money to quilt something like this would be $100 plus.
Yeah,
More-
probably more than
Yeah, I would say
100
so. 'Cause
now.
It's a very tight, it's a tighter
Yeah.
stick, so it
Yeah.
would be a lot more.
It's tighter because I
About
use
200.
It's tighter because I use the 8 by 12-inch magnetic hoop because it's a really nice, comfortable hoop size for me. And I used a small file, so it made the quilting a little bit more dense.
I want to steal your microphone. I'm going to steal the show for.
Oh, Jared's going to come in here and steal the show.
Bear with me, guys. I'm clipping on the microphone real quick. All right.
He's
Gotta-
jealous. that
Gotta
he's
let
not
everyone
here
see.
on TV.
Well, no, they just need to see their favorite Mulqueen is all.
Oh,
so-
okay.
Hey guys, I was told to my mom Bernie. If you go over to the Mesa store, you'll see her. But she yelled at me and she texted me and said, "Hey, tell them about the treasure chest." So we've got about 30 or 40 of these guys left, and there's about 20 unclaimed golden tickets. So the treasure chest has a bunch of sewing goodies. Everything. I'm gonna tell you one brand that's in there for sure. There's a brand called Kai. So if you know Kai scissors, rotary cutters, all that kind of stuff, there's Kai something or other in here. There's a fat quarter bundle. There's a jelly roll. There's a actually something that's new to us, a crochet kit. There's
Something from a company that starts with a Q and ends with filter select.
yeah, there's something that starts with a Q and ends with Ilter Select. That's Darren's joke. But yeah, so inside there's the Coulter Select ruler. So you can kind of know what's inside there. It's no longer a mystery, but you don't know what actually is what. Also with this is a golden ticket. So you can see Darren's beautiful little artwork there. But the golden ticket, what that is you basically open your box. There's going to be a paper in there with quite literally a golden ticket. And all you do is if you're out of town and you want us to ship it to you, you just email me at info@mulqueen.com and say, send me a picture of it. Hey, I won this. I'll just ship you out your prize. We have everything from a Brother airflow serger, which is like a $2,500 serger, up to, or down to rather, some Floriani embroidery collections, Floriani stabilizer collections, OESD collections, John Deere collections.
Not everyone has.
Not every box has a golden ticket, but now that most of our things are gone and there's about 20 or 30 unclaimed tickets and there's only about 30 or 40 boxes left, your chances are better. So if you buy 2 or 3, chances are, don't quote me, but chances are you might get one. So if you do want that, comment treasure chest or Jer, and we'll. Oh, and there's 2 gift cards. There's there are Mulqueen sewing gift cards in store. If you are out of town, email me and I'll finagle a way to get you those coupons because they are in store only, but I'll make sure it works. And then there's a bunch of coupons in there for furniture, for everything. So, but there's my rant for the day. So Oh yeah, the total value of the box is what 150. It's on sale right now for $59.99, so $60. And thank you for that. Forgot about that. It's not free, but there you go. So I'll give you back to Darren and Christine.
All right. Thank you. All right. I've got expansion pack 11 up now.
So if someone wants to know why they're not getting discounts on this stuff on our site, so they need to be told to purchase it.
We're going to let Darren answer this next question.
Okay. When we do our live deals like this, we're going to start doing them more often, but you have to comment that you want to purchase something that we're talking about. We do have a lot of this on our website, but the idea is Christine is here and we're just offering an extra special bonus for you. So you have to comment what we're describing. Like the next one is expansion pack 11. So you'll have to comment pack 11. And then we will get with you after our live to kind of round up everything that you purchased and get you an invoice. So the idea is that it's you have to do it now. It's not a shop the website kind of offer.
Can you mix different hoop sizes as you quilt, and will the different sizes look the same and join together?
That's not really a good idea because the designs connect together, and if you're having, they're all slightly different size, so I don't recommend that.
Yeah. All the same.
Yeah.
Digital delivery, yes. So if you buy one of the books that we've been discussing, we are going to mail that book to you. If you buy an expansion pack or some of the upcoming projects,
yes,
they'll be digitally delivered, so it'll be kind of a lot quicker to get to you. But the perfect pairing book, somebody's asking how much that was.
$19.95 or something.
It's like $20, and then you get 25% off of that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's already too low. Maybe we shouldn't discount that one.
You can discount it. It's okay.
Yeah, you get the discount on that. And that we're going to mail to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we have expansion pack 11 up on the screen. This is another one of my favorite because, I just love all the designs in here. I like the beer cheers and the bunny with the rabbit. By the way, I have a bunny in my yard and I have to put out a bunny buffet for it every day. I don't have to, but he's cute. So I have to. And we have candy. We have another different little bubble design, a different kind of triangular design. We have kites. We have cone flowers. You probably, in Arizona, I don't think you get the cone flowers, but boy, they're all over Ohio. They're just beautiful. We have Scotty dogs and trees with the truck and turkeys with pumpkins. So that's pack 11. You just put that in the comment. And then we have pack number 12. We have the swoosh for basketball. Another one of my favorite designs is the feather. We have flames for those kids, and guys that like all the flames everywhere. We have made with love. That's always a nice one on a quilt. We have little flying geese, or kind of like a flying arrow. We have the tool design for Tim the Tool Man Taylor for his quilt, or any tool guy that you know. We have turtles, stars, unicorns, and watermelon. Watermelon would be great for a summer quilt. Pack 13, we have the moo cows with the little cowbells. We have Easter bunny with basket and little chicks. We have the gnomes. That's been real popular. Everybody likes the gnomes. And we have the jars. We have kind of some safari animals. We have the nurse, Hanukkah, fairy princess. We all have a little. I'm hoping my little granddaughter, I know I'm going to treat her like a little princess. And then soccer, and then just a jaggedy one.
What's the cost of the pick 5?
The pick 5 is a really good deal. It's $70. It's normally $80, but we made it $70. The value is $100, and we're selling it for $70. It's a really good deal. Okay, in pack number 14, we have angels and stars and dump trucks and explore, dream, discover. We have graduation. We have the horse with the horseshoe. We have just a very tiny little leaf for those of you who want something really dense. That's going to be a very dense quilt. We have salt and pepper shakers, teddy bears, and I don't know if you can see it, but we have like little tails in the water. They're little like fish tails or maybe mermaid tails. And that's pack number 14. Pack number 15, we have live, laugh, love. We have a maple leaf. We have penguins. We have little boys like those frogs and what do you call them? Dragonflies, crickets. We have another one of my favorite ones, paper airplanes. Where would you, a paper airplane, that is so cool. That would be great for the guy or a gal who's with the Air Force or, likes to fly planes, do the paper airplanes. That would be a scream. Tennis shoes. We have a beautiful sunflower. We have some ice cream, another jaggedy one, and wildflowers. I love the wildflowers. All right, so now those were some of the expansion packs. We still have a few more, but I want to talk to you about Snow Much Fun in the Hoop. This is one of my new products that I have out, and we have it's right there. We have yeah, we could just, why don't we just lay it down? Yeah, I'll talk to
This will be a digital delivery, right?
Yeah, this will be digital delivery. You'll have this in time to make some gifts. Okay, so these are great gifts. So in this pack, you have 5 different techniques in the book. So the first one is stitching on vinyl, and this is actually a Post-it note holder. You can stick your Post-it note right in here, okay? It's a really quick project. This one, Mark's going to go get the little stand. This one is, I'm going to show you the stand in a minute. This is a Mylar snowman. I don't know if you can see him sparkle, but he's very sparkly. And that would be working with Mylar in the hoop. And he hangs from one of these stands. So I'll hold that up in a minute so you can see that better. And then we have putting a zipper in the hoop. These are all in the hoop projects. We have the zipper, and I know somebody's already going to ask this question. Is it fully lined? Yes, it's fully lined. All the seams are in the lining, okay? So it's fully lined, no raw edges, and it's a zipper in the hoop. And then we have piecing in the hoop with this just adorable little penguin. Isn't he cute? And then we have the door hanger. Somebody asked me if this was a bib. I'm like, that's a little skinny baby neck, isn't it? But this is a door hanger with a Frosty the Snowman, and there's a freestanding piece of lace. So you do freestanding lace here. And this is great. Like I'm going to be all about grandchildren here. This would be great to have your grandchildren when they come over to your house. They can help hang some of the Christmas decorations or just have winter decorations. It doesn't have to be Christmas.
And this one is only $18.
It's $18, 5 projects, different technique for each one.
And 25% off.
And 25% off, all done in the hoop.
I wish I had a mathematical mind because I would probably be able to figure that out. What 18 minus 20?
Yeah, don't ask me. And then that's the little hanger. And I can't wait to have him hanging in my house this winter.
Yeah.
He is going to hang there for sure.
Not very many design companies offer projects like that for all of those for $18.
Yeah. So you think I should raise my prices?
I don't know. $13.50 is what it comes to.
Wow, maybe I should. That was a lot of work
Yeah.
for 13. Okay. All right. Oh, we're back to expansion packs again. So this is pack 16. We have the ballerina. Oh, and one of my favorite ones, we have balloon dogs. You got to have it all, right? We have fans, we have the barn, we have the mermaids. So these little girls are really going to like those mermaids. We have the 4-leaf clover, some snowman, another kind of like pointy, edgy design, tennis balls and a tennis racket. And this next design, we started doing some of these big designs. So this is just like one design in the hoop, and then it would be upside down on the next one, and then right side up. And this is a weeping willow tree. And then in pack 17, we have designs for the chef or the cook. We have a bamboo. That's also another one of those big designs. We have a celestial stars. We have clouds. Mark, didn't you do that next one? I think Mark did this next one, the hibiscus.
dense one, yes.
Yeah, he made a really dense hibiscus one. And then we have stones. They're kind of stacking stones, hedgehogs. And Mark, you also did the honeycomb, the honeycomb. And then we have another one of those big designs with the iris, and we have pirates. And do you want to say something?
Yeah, okay. I'll
Yeah, come on
actually,
in.
since she embarrassed me and got me on camera once, I might as well go twice. One of the things you'll notice. Oh, I don't have a microphone. I'll stand close to Christine.
Okay.
Hi there. One of the things you'll notice is that we have a mix of projects or of designs. Some of them are all based on themes, like, for example, the clouds or the chef. But we're trying to get to the point where about half of the designs are not meanders. They're just a general design, so they don't have quite the theme on it. So you'll see that most of our packs have that kind of a mix. We now return you to your regularly scheduled speaker.
Let me get this back on. All right. So for pack 18, we have, what does it say? Always and forever. We have roses on a stem. We have sunglasses. We have motorcycles, origami cranes, trees like a evergreen tree, another arrow design, a knot design. With this time we have a swimmer and then a fish also in the water, and we have another one of those big designs with the windmill. That's pack 18. Pack 19, that's our brand new one. I think I already talked about that, but it's got the chain, the champagne, the corgi dogs, the daffodils, the fiesta, woohoo! And then all the light designs, the lighthouse, lightning bugs, the lightning, and then the stained glass windows that let in light, and then the conversation hearts. So those are the packs. And then we go into jumbo. Jumbo, the large file in all of our expansion packs, which is about 7.5 by 13.5, the large file carries over to the jumbo packs. But now we get into the big hoops. And I forget what the next size is, Mark. It's not oversized. The next size we call it oversized, and then the last size we call it extreme, because those are those 16-inch by, or the 10 by 16-inch, the big hoops. Okay, so for the jumbo, the large files are 7.25 by 13. The oversized are 8.5 by 13.5, and the extreme files are 9.5 by 15. Big hoops. Okay,
Yeah.
So we have the maze, we have bows, we have more butterflies, swirlies, like a feathery cloud, gardening, ginkgo, because somebody likes the ginkgo leaves, like a honeycomb, or kind of like a honeycomb flower type thing, a pansy, and then a bubble or pearl design. That's jumbo 1, and that's a real popular pack. A lot of people buy that one.
Are they the same price, the jumbo packs?
Yep, they're still $20 with the 25% off.
Is that part of the pick 5?
Yeah, it's part of the pick 5.
Okay.
Yep.
So just know any of those so far, you can choose a pick 5 and pick any of them.
Yeah. Yeah, good deal.
Just comment pick 5.
Okay, I do have a tip. When you're using batting, when I use batting for my quilts, I always use a low loft batting, and it should look like very much like the batting in this picture. It should look like material. You shouldn't be able to see through it. You shouldn't see big clumps over here and holes over here. It should be very uniform, very much like batting. I do want to tell you, when I go shopping for batting, a lot of times I want to go to that mid-loft package, and I'll sit there and hold I've done this so many times, so I'm just going to tell you what happens. I pick the low loft batting. I pick the mid loft batting. They look about the same. They feel about the same. I think I'm going to go with the mid loft batting so I have more puff. And then I get that quilt hooped and sandwiched. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? That's so heavy. So on your first quilt, second quilt, third quilt, fourth quilt, I strongly recommend you use a low loft batting. And then maybe as you get more advanced, you can move to a mid-loft batting. But you will notice the weight difference. You will notice it. All right, so the most important thing about batting is that it's nice and uniform and consistent. Don't get cheap on your batting. You want a really good quality batting. It'll make a good difference in your quilt. All right, we have Jumbo 2. Jumbo 2 again are those large, extreme, large, oversized and extreme files. And we have the ABC 1, 2, 3. We have cherries. We have a gingerbread house. One of my favorites is the lion and the lion print. So if you're a big cat person, and I also like the owls, love the birds. We have another cloud swirly design. We have a, God, I can't think of the name of that leaf, but that leaf. And another, oops, we have the same design. We do not have the same design. We have a technical error here. Mark, we don't have do we have a Jumbo 2-pack? Because we have two of the same. And it's not the same. The next one over is Suns, and then we have a really pretty loopy meander like a lazy E. And Darren is looking for a copy of Expansion Pack 2. They're all scrambled. Yeah, do you have it in the design pack?
Here it is.
Nope, okay. We have sunflowers, so it looks right like this. And you're gonna, should I take it out of the pack? Is it too? Here we go, this will be better. This is right here. So it's like a little sunflower. We would never put the two of the same design in a pack, ever, ever, ever. If we did, it would only be by accident. So that's Jumbo Pack 2. And Jumbo Pack 3, we have the calla lilies, dragonflies. We have a dream catcher, and I've used that design a lot. I really like that design. It's really cool. We have we have monkeys. Little monkeys. I couldn't see it from here, but yeah, the little monkeys. And then we have pinwheels and safety pins. We have the little schoolhouse with the paper clips and the apple and the schoolhouse itself. We have Sue Bonnet, Thankful, Grateful, and I can't read what the other design.
Are the expansion packs digital?
Yes, the expansion packs are digital. And then we have a Bon Voyage design with a suitcase and a little globe for when you travel the world.
And just so you know, if you are interested in any of those, just type in the comment section, Jumbo. Jer has it on the screen. Jumbo Pack 3,
Jumbo 1, 2, 3.
Jumbo 1 Pack. I'm sorry, Jumbo Pack 1, Jumbo Pack 2, Jumbo Pack 3.
Yeah, be sure to
Or-
put the jumbo in
Yeah.
so we
That
know.
way we're getting to the right one. Or better yet, type in pick 5, because then you're going to get any 5 of the, how many have we done so far? Like 22 or so. You get to pick any 5 of those and you get them for 30% off. The total would be $70. So you pay $70, you pick any 5 from any that they have on their website. Amelie Scott.
Yes.
.com.
Yes. So the next tip I have is when you're quilting a quilt, the Snap Hoop Monster makes it go so fast and so easy. I have a slide video of showing how I do the Amelie Scott Snap Hoop slide. And Jer, can I show a video? Great.
Regine, I saw that you already commented that you wanted to pick 5. Do you want a second one, or you just want just the one? And then Patty, I see you want one as well. I have, so far for the pick 5, I have Marcia Barnabas for 2, Perry.L, Nancy Guy, Jackie Howard, and Rogine Powers. Anyone else would like a pick 5? Comment pick 5.
Yeah, you're good first.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you a little video. I'm hoping to show you a little video. We're live. We'll see how this works on my sliding the Snap Hoop slide. I call it the Amelie Scott Snap Hoop slide. So what I do is first of all, I lift up the. All right, I'm going to show you how I do what I call the Amelie Scott. Echoing.
Your mic for a second.
I'm going on mute here. Yeah. So we're having technical difficulty with the video, but you can go to my YouTube channel, just YouTube Amelie Scott, and I have it out there on the YouTube channel. All right, well, we've talked about Edge to Edge, the book, and Edge to Edge expansion packs. But after I created the book, wrote the book, and we got all these expansion packs out there, people started asking me for borders to go with Edge to Edge. Well, Edge to Edge is normally one design going across the quilt. You know, the same design just going all the way across the quilt, very much like the pumpkin one up here. And I knew I could do borders, but you were going to have some software. And it's a real hard sell to tell people, hey, buy a book and buy the $2,000 package of software that goes with it. That's kind of a hard sell. So what I did was I found that Dime, the people at Designs and Machine Embroidery, had a free piece of software, and they're just the sweetest people on the face of the earth. And they allowed me to put their software into the book. Now, I digitize in Dime software, so the only way I could get you really perfect stitches, because when you bring your machine embroidery file into Dime's software, they have a free version called Embroidery Toolshed. When you bring the design into it, it's automatically going to increase the stitch length to about 3.5 millimeters, which is kind of big for quilting. So anyway, so we solved that problem by giving you my original design file, which is a C2S file. And with that file size, you can do anything you want. You know, you can make it as big as you want or as small as you want within reason. You know, you're not going to take a design like this and make it a 1 inch. That's silly. But you can take, you know, a 3-inch design and make it 8 inches and, you know, 6 inches or however big you want to make it. So the book, and we have a picture of the book up here. On this side, we have, it has 11 resizable design sets. And what it allows you to do is to stitch quilting to fit in the body of the quilt without going into the borders. And then it allows you to stitch borders on the quilt. So here are some examples of some of the projects in here, and I think we can show you some of these. I'll just show them right here real quick. We have a magnolia table runner with a magnolia edge-to-edge design and a border and a cornerstone. We have a maple leaf design with a cornerstone and border, and we have a kind of a bubbly type design, which we were actually using today or yesterday, which was a lot of fun. And we have a poinsettia table runner. So I'm going to show you a couple of those. Oh, we have one more. Let me just talk to you one more. And then we also have hat and mittens, which is a pretty big quilt. We have this cute little hat and mitten edge-to-edge design. The first design to the right is hats and mitten. That's a border design. The second design is if you want to interchange one of those border designs and have the little hedgehog running off with the little earmuffs and the scarf, you can interchange that one in there in one of the corners. That'd be great for a child to try and find that. And then we have a snowflake for the cornerstone. And then we have a busy bee table runner, or I'm sorry, wall hanging. It has a meander with one bee, a couple of sizes of leaves, because couple sizes of leaves, and then there is a sunflower for the cornerstone. And initially, that edge-to-edge design, I had about 5 or 6 bees in there, and when I started quilting it, it got really buggy really quick, so I made it only 1 bee in there. So this is, so I want to show you a couple of the quilts that are in here. So this is a busy bee wall hanging, and you can see you've got the embroidered bee. I did throw in some embroidery too. Where are we? The embroidered bee is in there. And on the little clay pot, I wrote the words bloom. Oops. Bloom. I'm trying to get that in there. And then you can see like the sunflower and the cornerstone right here. And I want to show you right here. This is where my edge-to-edge design ends, and it ends right there at the border seam. Right there. and it does it up here again, right there at the border seam. So that's what the Pro book does for you, the Edge to Edge Pro. It goes with the Edge to Edge. You know, you do the Edge to Edge first, and then when you've gotten really good at Edge to Edge, then you can move into the Pro book and get these really professional pro results. This is the Magnolia table runner that I just wanted to stitch in metallic thread. Look at that on black. Isn't that gorgeous? And I just wanted that bubble design on there. And do not ever be afraid to put like King Star metallic thread or the, you know, a bright different color thread on the back, because look at the results you get. Isn't that cool? So somebody came into my house and wanted to flip my table runner over, I'd be okay with that. And then we have the poinsettia one. This is the same bubble design, but you know, I have more of a, I use the metallic gold thread and it's more matchy, so you don't quite see it so close. Now there is a.
What's the difference between Pro Pack 1 and Pro Pack 2?
We'll get to the Pro Pack 1, Pro Pack 2 in just a minute, so just hold your horses. And then there is a table runner in here. I call this the trial table runner. It's just a scrappy 16 piece, you know, 16 patch that I did the edge to edge in the middle and the borders on the outside. This was my trial run. You know, before I did something more intricate like this kind of piecing, I just wanted to kind of practice on something. So I even got a practice table runner in there for you guys. And then we brought in the chips and queso quilt. Since we were in sunny Arizona, it's just got jalapeno peppers and this gorgeous, we need to pull it over so we can see that border on there. Yeah, look at that border. It's got the jalapeno pepper border. And then we have this beautiful jalapeno pepper cornerstone right here. And then just all kinds of jalapeno peppers, lots of peppers. And this, when I was making this, I just said, you know, this looks like chips and queso to me. So that's what it got called. And then this is a maple table runner that you get, a maple, nice piece maple leaf with the maple leaf design stitched around it, the edge to edge in the middle, and the borders and cornerstone. So it's a nice completed quilted set. Does anybody have any questions about the Pro book? And that's again the Pro book. The Pro book sells for, somebody tell me what it sells for. This is the Pro book. All that's in the Pro book. And I think, I don't want to quote wrong, but it's what, 45?
So I'm looking it up right now.
45. I was right. Yeah, 45. You get quite a few design sets with that. And remember, they're all resizable. So you can take all those designs and you can make them any size you want. Even if you don't want quilts with edge to edge in the middle and borders, you could just do the edge to edge design across your quilt and nothing goes off the edge, nothing goes down on the bottom. And the way you get to that perfect size is there's a simple 5th grade math worksheet. It's really simple. We did it the other day and everybody was just like, you know, even the ladies that hate math, they're like, okay, that was really simple. We can tell you used to teach 5th grade because it's color coded. You want to print it off in color and just plug in the numbers, follow the steps, and it's really easy. And then you would take the magic numbers, the 2 magic numbers, the width and height, and you just take the C2S format, that's my native format, into Embroidery Toolshed. And by the way, the software is in the book. You just take it in there and you just resize it and then you save it to your file format. It's really easy.
It comes to $33.75. $33.
I'm rethinking this discount
here.
here.
That's a big discount. So it's $45, but minus 25%.
Yeah.
And just comment Pro if you want this book.
Yes, we're having this really big discount on edge to edge, you know, because all of our edge to edge, we've been celebrating it. You know, we wrote the book 10 years ago and we're kind of celebrating that this year.
That's awesome. So take advantage of the specials. We're just discussing, we have to stop the live at a certain point. So the specials are going to be good for about 15 minutes when we stop talking.
Okay.
At the end of this, just so you know, comment now if you're interested. We're hoping that not too many people are too far delayed, because we won't see the comments once we stop our live. So the sale is on right now. If you're interested and you want to get the 25% off, just comment whatever item that you're looking for. And right now it's Comment Pro to get that book.
And we still have a little bit to go. So
Yeah.
text your friends, and can they text their friends and
Yes.
have them come on? Text your
They
friends.
just have to register at
just-
mulqueen.com.
Yes, just you'll want to register. Okay, so moving right along.
Yes.
Next, we have, now here's somebody that asked about the Pro Edge to Edge Pro Pack. So this is Pro Pack number 1. And in Pro Pack number 1, we have, can they see that on the screen? Okay, in Pro Pack number 1, we have another oak leaf with an acorn. Just oak leaves, no other leaves, and then a little border and a swirl for the cornerstone. We have a beautiful feather design with a cornerstone and a border. We have a butterfly design with a group of butters for the border. Group of butters.
You're hungry,
A
aren't
group
you?
of butterflies for the border. I caught myself that time. And a single butterfly for the cornerstone. And then we have a rose design. We do have a rose design that's kind of similar to that, but this one has a rosebud in it, and a border design and a cornerstone. And then we also have the sewing designs, but we never had the big pair of scissors in it. So this design has the scissors with the needles and the thread. And then we have the border and cornerstone for that. And I believe the Pro Pack 1 is $25, aren't the Pro Packs? So they're $25. So you still, if you're doing that pick 5 bundle thing, you're getting even more
Really?
of a
You can,
discount.
you can add that in the pick 5.
Yeah, you can add that in the pick 5. So
Wow.
there you go.
So if you're interested in these, pick 5, and you can pick them at your leisure. You want to pick all 5 at one time when you do that, but you don't have to hurry to get them. The only hurry is to get the pricing for the bundle. You have to say pick 5 in our comments. And
Can I tell them a funny
Yes.
story about the cover? So we're taking the picture of the cover, and my hands are just looking like kind of short and fat, and they're not short and fat. They're muscular because I play guitar. And I told my daughter, I said, can you Photoshop and make my fingers a little bit longer? So she made them longer. I'm like, can you do it a little bit longer? And a little bit longer. And that's just a little bit longer, and she sends that picture back with my fingers going all the way to the sewing machine over there. I'm like, well, not that long, so just put it back. So
if you're not doing the whole pick 5 and you want just this, make sure you put the whole word Pro Pack 1, just so we
Yeah.
know we're getting you the right package that you want.
And then Pro Pack 2, these are borders and cornerstones that connect. So we have and we should show the quilts. Do we have the quilts on that? Oh, yeah, let's get that marigold. I've made some quilts with these. We have the Morning Glories, the Jacobine, the Feather and Bubble. So let me just show you that. Isn't that spectacular? So the marigolds, they're all connecting. And wait till you see this one. This is done with the feathers. Is that not spectacular? Now, this you don't want to do. This should not be your first edge-to-edge project, okay? This takes a little skills. You really need to know how you use your machine and the technique. So this, if you've been doing edge-to-edge for the last 10 years, you could probably do this. If you're just starting today, this is not where you start, okay? All right. And again, this one's 25, I think, or did we mislabel? Yeah, 25. It's $25, and on special for 25% off, or you can put it in that pick 5 bundle.
Is Pro Pack in pick 5?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you can
So-
put the Pro Pack 1 and 2 in that pick 5 bundle. Yeah,
You just
I'm
want-
giving it away today. What can I say?
It's an anniversary
It's
party.
an anniversary party. We're partying. Woohoo!
Yep. So
All right.
is there only 2 of those?
There's only 2 of them. We've been so busy. Gosh, I want to create more, but we just get so busy.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have, so for the Pro Pack, I'm going to let Mark come in and talk about the software, since he was so instrumental in the software.
I'll give you mine.
Okay. Got it?
There's a little button on the side, and then here's this.
I'm gonna go grab the packages of the software. So we can show it. I told him to comment planner for this one.
Okay, sounds good. I don't think I'm.
I'll unmute it. You're good.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mark, the geeky guy. So one day, Christine and I were walking our dog Lexi, and we've been getting a lot of good positive feedback about our pro technique and about the fifth grade worksheet that Christine made for the pro book to show how to resize files. And as Christine was walking along with me, she turns to me and says, "You know what's even easier than fifth grade math?" She said, "No math. That's easier than fifth grade math." So what we did was we worked with our friends at Dime to create a custom module that runs inside Embroidery Toolshed that eliminates all of the math, resizes the designs for you, automates the process of saving the designs into the file format that you need for your embroidery machine, and it also prints out a special PDF that shows you the layout of the document, or layout of your quilt. This builds on top of a Dime product called My Quilt Planner, which is a great product on its own, lets you lay out custom quilting very easily, but we created a plugin that sits on top of that to make the software work the way we do with Christine's edge-to-edge designs. Now, I have a quick video that will show a demonstration of it. I know the audio won't come through it, but I've done this enough time that I'll give you a quick voiceover as we watch the video play. So let's give this a try. So now we're inside Embroidery Toolshed, and I have to actually start the video. Here we go. Hopefully that worked. Nope, it didn't. Let's one more try. Okay, that doesn't work at all. So it was worth a try. So the product is very easy to use, however. You just give it the dimensions of your quilt. You use a selector to visually choose the designs you want to have in your quilt, and then click a button and the software does the rest for you. Now, this is another great value for you. Now, I'll give you a quick, I'm going to stop myself for a moment. We've built this a very aggressive price into this, so this product is not available for the extra discounts that we're giving because we've already built in the discounts. And if you're looking at the bottom of this slide, you see that. So with this product, you get the software that automates our edge-to-edge pro technique. You get $75 worth of additional bonus designs, which includes an expansion pack that is exclusive to the software, available nowhere else. You get a PDF copy of our Perfect Pairings book, which Christine showed you earlier. And then you get 6 design sets that work with the Perfect Pairings book and were made specifically for the Perfect Pairings book. So My Quilt Planner, normally retail price for that is $2.99. We've got it on special for $1.99. The edge-to-edge plugin that gives you that automation, normal price for this is $159. The price for our special is $99. So you basically get over $500 worth of value for $300 total. So that is the explanation of My Quilt Planner. Yes?
And would you help them if they had questions like in this? Is there...
Absolutely. So 2 things to go with that. We have online help with a full instruction manual built into the software itself. We also have a link that will take you to video tutorials. But if you still have questions after that, absolutely, you can reach out to us through the help link on the Amelie Scott website. That gets you to me, the geeky guy who does customer support, and I will be happy to help you with any questions that you have about the software. But we've gotten very good feedback from people who have already tried it, saying that it works very well. They're able to work with it. But again, if you do have any questions, I'm here to help.
Sounds like fun software.
It is fun. I wish we could have showed you the video so you could see how slick it is. You put the dimensions in and you pick your designs, and voila, it just shows up on your quilt. And then you can print out a page and all your designs are there for you, just in your format. It's really neat. All right. I do want to make one announcement to you guys. When we came out with the Pro Book, and remember I talked about the special files, C2S, those are resizable files. Here's an incentive for you to pick up the Pro Book so you would know how, learn the technique. Because the people who had purchased the Pro Book wrote to me and they said, "Hey, Christine, are you going to put that wonderful resizable C2S file format in all the expansion packs?" And we kind of went back and forth. Should we do this? Should we not? Because not that we didn't want to, but because it was a lot of work on our end, because the design index had to be updated. 10 years ago, I wasn't digitizing in the same software and they don't play together. I mean, it was a lot of work, but we decided it was the right thing to do. So we put that C2S file format in all of our edge-to-edge products. So they're in every one of the expansion packs, they're in the jumbo packs, and of course they're in the pro packs. And all you have to do is just download them again and you will magically see that they appear. And then for the software, Mark created an installer, so when you click on the designs for My Quilt Planner, they will go right into our plugins. It's really nice and easy. If you have a Windows computer, they'll go there too, but you have to do a couple more steps.
It's actually on Mac.
It's on Mac. I'm
Mac.
sorry. What did I say?
You said on Windows.
Oh, no, it's on Mac. On Windows, it goes instantly. On Mac, you have to do a couple steps.
But that is cool that they make it easy to go to a Mac. A lot of programs you can't use on both, but
Yeah.
they do. Somebody was asking, I think they were wondering if the programs work with Bernina. No, what's the question?
No, she wants one pick 5. She told us which pack she wants
Okay.
and what machine it's for.
Oh, okay. Jackie,
Just let her
when
know that.
all you have
So-
to do is order the pick
Wait.
5 and you pick them out.
Yeah, when you get expansion packs, they come in all formats, and they also have that resizable file format, the C2S, that you can bring into Toolshed and resize. And if you are a Bernina, if you own the top 2 Bernina machines, it's 790 Pro or the B990, we added the BQM files too. Merry Christmas. You are welcome.
That is very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
All of your add-ons.
Oh, a lot of add-ons. Yeah. Okay. Another tip when I'm doing a quilt, if after I figure out how many columns I'm going to have, if I have, this is for that pumpkin quilt. That was my thread for the back of the pumpkin quilt. And I had a lot of columns for it because it was a smaller design. And so I went ahead and wound a bobbin for each of my columns. So when I got to the end of the column, I changed the bobbin. That way I didn't have to run out. I had a little bit of thread at the end, but I didn't care. I just wanted to start each column with a full bobbin to help me save time.
Did you go through all of those?
I did.
Did you?
I did. I had to buy more thread. And quilting takes some thread. Okay. So then remember back when people were asking me for borders to go with edge to edge, I thought they must want a custom quilting book. So I actually wrote the book on custom quilting on your embroidery machine. And this is where I was starting to have blonde hair. They kept dyeing my hair lighter and lighter and lighter, and before you knew it, I had blonde hair. Funny how that works. But this is a really fun book. This is probably would you say, Darren, this is the easiest of all the quilting? It's just so fun.
And they sure loved it. This is the project that they made.
Yes, this is what everybody made today. They made this beautiful, they did this in 3 hours.
And I think a lot of people, they want quilting, but they want it in specific areas. They're not like looking to go all across over everything. So this is a perfect book for that.
Absolutely. So we have a different feather here that's probably not showing. I don't know how well it's showing up, but we have 2 different feathers. And you just basically find the center of the square and you drop your design in. It's really simple, very easy. I think the ladies really enjoyed this, especially some of them had me for all 3 days. So we started with the edge to edge and the brand new machine that they were on, and then we moved to the pro, and then when we got to custom quilting, they're like, oh, this is so much easier. It's really easy. I mean, the first one was easy too, and the second one, but it was a lot of learning for somebody brand new.
So some people probably have the pro book and they probably have the core book. So this is the third important book
Yes.
in quilting on your
Yeah.
embroidery machine.
Lots of
Just put on the comment custom.
custom quilting. Yeah, custom.
So just comment custom if you're interested in this book, and it's $45 as well. But you get designs and you get the full on $33.75 is the sale price.
Yes, and there's all kinds of projects in here. So this is like a log cabin quilt that I'm quilting, and I have the diagram of where all the designs are falling. This is the Bahama Breeze. You can see that beautiful butterfly. In fact, one of the students today used the butterfly round design in hers instead of the round feather because she liked the butterfly design a lot. And then we have the flower box quilt, which I love because you get the secondary design from it. So it's just a simple, you got a design in a big box, a design in a little box, and then you've got these borders. And then if you look back, you start seeing these circles all through the quilt because of that secondary border design. Okay, and that's a custom quilting book, and $45 if you want that. Just write custom quilting. Okay, and then Build a Quilt. That's been a very popular book. This is the type of quilt that's all done in the hoop. The block designs come in 6, 7, and 8 inches. So you do your embroidery in the top part of the hoop, and then at some point during the design, I would tell you to put the backing on the back of the hoop, and then you would finish it with the quilting. And they're going to show the black and white quilt from this. We have this hanging up, and it is just, it's really spectacular. It's one of my favorite quilts.
And this, you'll just comment build. Is the camera one, Jared?
Yep.
And I want to show you the back of it. Since it's hanging up, I think I can show you the back of it. How cool is that? There you go. You see the checkerboard back here? So each of these designs are done in the quilt, like I call it candle wicking. All the candle wicking is done first, and then you come back in and you put the backing square on. So because I was using black square thread here, I have a black square here, and I put the black square on so I can have black in my bobbin so I don't get the polka dots up here. So I have black thread, black quilting, and a black backing. And you can see it's very, very soft and pliable. It's not really stiff. That's because the quilting is not real dense. And in that book, you can also take the same pattern. I've given you instructions for how to make this cute little bag. I just took 2 of those blocks, sewed them together, have a little side panel, and stitched a cute little book bag.
Someone wants to know, did you say custom is for borders?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Custom for borders?
That's the pro.
Pro. Yes.
The pro book is where you would do the inside, and then you would have the corners and the borders.
Yeah, the pro is edge to edge in the center with borders. The custom quilting is in a specific spot, but there are border designs in the custom quilting. And so this is a bigger tote bag, and this one is a small pearl design. The designs come in 6, 7, and 8 inches, so this is a 6-inch design, just to show you that.
That's the bag Jared was carrying this weekend.
Yeah. And
So Christine has been nice enough to say that she's actually leaving this quilt here with us when she leaves.
Oh, no, I'm not leaving.
I guess I was mistaken.
In fact, when I do a trunk show and this quilt goes out, I'm real nervous until it gets back. I love this quilt.
Yeah,
It's like
beautiful.
one of my favorites.
That's my favorite for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. That's custom. Oh no, that's
Build a
build.
quilt.
Sorry, build a quilt.
Build a quilt.
I'm gonna turn it over here.
Yeah, and you can build all kinds of stuff with this. I'm going to show you a few more pictures here on the slide. So you can see here we have a winterberry. I call the placemat and the table runner the winterberry designs. And we actually have those up on the wall. Maybe we can get them down. And then, of course, we have the 2 tote bag patterns. We have the a pillow pattern and a sew sampler. And I think that's, oh, and then we have 2 other quilts. We have an umbrella quilt with an umbrella border. That's got a nice border. And I have a little video link to take, I have a link in there to take you to a video where I show you how to do that border. And then the butterfly quilt is really pretty, especially in the fabric that I sewed it with, quilted it with, because it's kind of pearlized. Everything's kind of pearlized, and it has a lot of shimmer and shine to it. And this is the winter berries. You can see in here there's also just like a little scrolly center. So you've got the embroidery with the quilting going around it, and then you have the quilting here that's just quilting, so that your plate goes in here and it's surrounded by this little spray of little berries. And then, you know, you just make it longer to make it into a table runner. I mean, you could turn this into a quilt if you wanted to, because you're building a quilt. You're just taking blocks and making them longer and longer. And I would love to show you the video, but I know the video isn't going to work. I have a video showing you how to piece it together. I do, in the book, there is a video link that shows you how to piece everything together. It's very, very simple to do. It's direct link from the book. Yeah.
Build. It's not fun like on YouTube.
It's, yeah. So that's that. And that little girl sitting there in the middle, she was my neighbor, and she was teeny tiny, and it was a very windy day, and she kept blowing off the rock in the garden, and the umbrella kept taking her away. So Mark had to go squat behind there just to kind of hold her so she wouldn't blow away. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, that's Build, if you wanted to get that book. And we already agreed that's $45. We already look, okay, good. That's and you get designs, you get the instructions.
A lot of designs, a lot of things you can build. And, you know, you can take any of the designs and you can make them into a pillow, table runner, quilt, placemat. What am I missing? Tote bags. Any of the designs will work in any of those projects.
And it comes to only $33.75 after
Wow.
your discount. Beautiful.
Okay, and we have some mug rugs. I am the queen of mug rugs. I love mug rugs because I'm a Southern girl and we like our coasters. So this is Backyard Buddies. We have the owl, the hoot owl, and you've got piecing in the hoop on the right hand side with a little applique. And we have Rocky the raccoon and the little fox, and then the little bunny with a carrot. And you know, this is a great way to teach kids how to use a coaster. We'll just kind of show these. Here they are. Now I've sewn mine on a banner, you know, so they stay together. But there's the raccoon. He's so cute. Here's the owl. Here's a fox. And I'm going to have to stitch out the bunny again because somebody spilled coffee on him. Not here. It was, yeah. And
Kristen, go back to the raccoon for a moment.
did I go too fast? I'm sorry. Isn't he cute?
And believe it or not, these are only $15 for this whole collection.
Is there a significance to the color across the front of a pattern?
When you're doing edge-to-edge quilting, kind of?
What was the question?
The different color bars differentiate the different expansion packs, just so they don't get confused.
So is there a significance to color across the front of a
So the expansion packs all have a different color. It's just so that we know which is which. If we made them all yellow, we'd have to look at the number and not the color, and that would be hard for us. So no, we just try to make the color change.
And you can just comment buddies to get this collection, and it'll be a digital download, so it'll be pretty quick.
Yep.
And after your discount, it's $11.25.
Wow. That's
So,
great.
you know, you can either have a cup of coffee, or you could have that's collection that you can have forever.
There you go. Have your Starbucks or have the Backyard Buddies. I would much rather have anything sewing or embroidery related than Starbucks coffee. All right. Okay, then we have football. I know we're still in football season, I think. I'm not a big football person, but we have I know, we're still in season. We have two types of helmets, a touchdown field, the field with the touchdown, and then we have we have it here. And then we have the football one. So we got football fever, and we have the helmet, and then we have another helmet with the triple, huh?
Notre Dame colors right there.
Yeah, Notre Dame, OSU, yep, and a touchdown. Who would orange be? Tennessee or
Light
something?
it up for the touchdown one. That's my favorite.
Okay. There we go.
That's like Texas.
Yeah, Texas Longhorns. Yeah. All right. Crazy about football down there. And that's also with the discount 11.75, 25, 11.25 with the discount.
So just
And-
comment football.
So comment just football.
And remember, you get a free collection, free project called Grateful if you get to $100.
And then here is the winter mug rigs. These have been really, really popular. We have the mug with the marshmallow and the candy cane in it. We have one of my favorites, the snowflake, because I like it, the snow. Then we have the mittens. And then we have this cute of the cocoa with the candy cane and the steam coming out. Did you see the snowflake? There's snowflake. I'll go through one more time. And then the mittens. And then that cute little snowman. Look at his hat. I love how his hat and scarf came out. All right. And that too is $11.25 with that 25% discount. And they're going to comment winter. Is that what they're going to comment?
Yep, comment winter. So Christine, like, I don't think I've ever heard of mug rugs in the past, and now mug rugs. Like, have you always used mug rugs in your family, or is that?
That's a good question. So when I was in a store and they were making these big, huge, like mats, and they were calling them mug rugs, and I just love the name mug rug. It sounded so cute. But I thought doing them this big was kind of silly, so I made them smaller, and then so you can have your cup of coffee and have something cute on the side of it, and and then I wanted it all done in the hoop, so we did it that way.
Oh, that's good.
Mug rugs. Doesn't that sound fun? Mug rugs. And I have them all over my house. In fact, the other day we were playing some games and we had a new member come in, and I threw out all the mug rugs on the table. And I don't know, it's a Southern thing. I'm sitting there watching this can and it's not on the mug rug, and there's all these mug rugs around him. I'm like, put it on the mug rug. It was an old table. It didn't matter. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I think that was our last slide. Oh, we have
We got to hold this one up.
yeah, let's hold this one up. I should really explain so this is, I hope you can see all that Kingstar metallic thread in there. Everything silver and gold is done with Kingstar metallic thread in the top and in the bobbin, and I had not one thread break, not one bit of problem. It's the best metallic thread ever.
And we have it in our stores.
Yes. And then we have the green I just did with the green thread, and then the brown the tree trunk I changed over to the brown. I should really let you hold this, Mark, because you're a little bit taller than me. There you go. Let the two giants hold up the quilt. There you go.
I thought it was, what's that? This one is
It's called the Perfect Tree, and it's also a digital download. All these there are 13 different quilting designs in this. There are designs for the tree. There's designs that go for the two corners, and then the remaining. So let me just explain. I didn't want anybody to have to put a design in a triangle because that's a little tricky. So what I did was I grouped all these designs and made it one design. So you just find the center. You find the center. You find the center. You find, and some of them you find the center of a rectangle. Like here you find the center of this rectangle, and then there's snowflakes. So there's 13 different quilting designs in this. It's super easy. This was probably the most enjoyable quilt I've ever quilted because it's very much like the custom quilting. You just drop the design in a square or in a rectangle and you just watch it come to life, and it was a lot of fun.
And earlier I had said that she was leaving the Build-A-Quilt. I was mistaken. It's this one that she's leaving behind for us.
Oh,
Comment tree if you're interested in this one. And let me see how much that one is. Let's see. Let's see.
No, there's one more slide. Show me images of this.
here it
It's
is.
$30 for that whole collection, minus 25%.
Do you have to have tool shed for free?
No, you do not. Yeah, nothing's resizable in that one.
So this comment tree, and it's 30 minus 25%, which comes to $22.50.
50 cents. Wow. And if you think about all the quilting designs in there, and you get the piecing pattern, you get the pattern for how to piece it. So patterns today are what? Patterns today are like what? $10? $10 for a quilting pattern, and then you get 13 quilting designs on top of it. Not bad. Okay, we're going to hit you with the table runners now. We have a year's worth long of table runners. We have them all stacked up, ready to go. These have been very, very popular. They're, let's not, you want to stack them on top, or we just bring them over so they don't, here, just put them here. So we're going to start with January and work all the way through. So this is called Trapunto Snowflakes. Isn't that pretty? Put you in the Christmas mood right now, right away. So you'll see all these quilting designs. All the quilting comes with these. So I want you to finish your projects. That's why I give you something to quilt it with. You don't have to use it, but I want you to have it so that you're inclined to finish your table runners. And the center has a little piece of batting in it, which makes it a trapunto. And I just made mine really, really sparkly with some organza, like organza sparkly fabric on it. So that's a trapunto. And this one runs for what, $15? So with the 25% off, so they're $12 with your sale price. So you get the snowflakes and all the quilting designs and the piecing instructions. And here we have February.
On that previous one, you'll comment snowflake. Sorry, my mic wasn't muted. As far as paying for this, if you just comment, and as long as you're registered, we'll be able to send you the invoice, and you pay at that point, and then we'll get it all shipped out or emailed to you. If you order books, those will be shipped, and if you order designs, we're gonna send you a digital file for those, a digital download file. And if you pick 5, if you buy that, we'll also, that's a digital download. We'll send that to you. Yeah, I'm not sure. Whoever asked that, who is that? Nancy? I'm not sure. We'll have to ask. We usually have some little.
Go get the pattern for this off the wall.
This next one will be comment hearts.
This is Country Hearts, and there are 3 different hearts. And this one is a raw edge applique, but it's all done in the hoop and it's finished with a blanket stitch. Again, the quilting designs come with it. So here you can see you have 2 different hearts to go around the hearts, and you've got this little flower to go in the center of these squares. So that's the Country Hearts pattern. And they just comment heart on this one. And then we have Lecca the Irish table runner. We have a shamrock. We have a hat. We have a shamrock with the little purple flowers. And then it just repeats the same 3 designs. And again, there's beautiful quilting that goes around the hat and all the flowers. And there's a little shamrock and actually 3, a big one and 2 little ones in the quilting.
For this one, you're going to comment Mulqueen.
On this one. For this one, you're going to comment Mulqueen because it's so Irish. And then hold on, leave that one right here. And I just want to show you something that I did with the designs from this. I made a skinny runner, and I have this block here, right here. I turned my shamrock, and I think you can see the quilting on my shamrock now. And then again, I put another one of these little pieces here. I did the hat, and you can see the shamrock, and then I did the bar again with the design with the flowers, and it just makes the cutest little skinny wall hanging for, well, we're Connors, so it can go in our house all year long. But if you wanted it for in March for, what do you call it? St. Patrick's Day. There you go.
4th of July.
I was going to say 4th of July. I knew that was wrong. That's wrong.
It's actually called St. Mulqueen's Day.
St. Mulqueen's Day. Okay, I did not know that. Now this one is the flower patch, and this one is it's heavily quilted. Now here you get, you do get the hibiscus flower. It's the same flower, and you get a quilting design that goes around the flower. You get a quilting design that goes in the 9 patch, and this is another one of my favorite designs right here. And then you get one in the corner and one in this corner too. They're different sizes. So you get all this quilting with this one, and it's just I just think the quilting is really, really nice on this one. And just, it's a simple, but it's, like I said, heavy quilting. And we call it the flower patch. So you want to call it the patch or the flower? Or? Oh, hibiscus. Okay. So type hibiscus if you can spell it. I would have trouble spelling that.
It's on the screen.
Okay, good. Okay, so type hibiscus for that one. And then here we have I forget what this one's called, the Easter table runner? Easter garden, okay. Easter garden, and here we have, I'm going to turn it this way so you can see. We have this gorgeous embroidered tulip with an Easter egg. We have this gorgeous daylily with 2 Easter eggs. And then we have the little bunny, the chocolate bunny with the crocus flowers coming up and, the same Easter egg. But again, the quilting goes around the bunny and the tulip and the lily and around the eggs. And so your project is completely finished when you are done. And comment tulip. And all these table runners are the same price, which is $16 on sale for 12.
So somebody is asking the question of, how do you know what packs are on the pick 5? The idea of the pick 5 is you pick whatever you want. You would just buy it now for the sale price of $70, and you get to pick any 5
expansion
packs.
Edge to edge expansion packs.
Yep, and we'll send you the information of where you go to pick your 5.
Okay, so for the seashell one, this is On the Beach. It's called On the Beach. We got some gorgeous shells. I love to collect seashells, so I kind of went crazy on this one. And what I did was I put a little bit of mylar in here so they sparkle in the center, because shells kind of sparkle. So I've got this beautiful little conch shell here. I've got this murex shell here. I've got the scallop shell here. I've got this starfish, another conch shell, and I forget what this one's called, but it is a shell. And then there's a quilting design here with a little scallop and bubbles and coral. And then you've actually got border designs here and cornerstone designs on this one. Like I said, I collect shells, and I couldn't stop myself. So this one's got a lot of designs in it, also for $12 with the 25% off. And that's On the Beach, or what's it called? Shells. Okay. And then we have 4th of July Stars and Stripes. We got some firecrackers and the USA, and we got some stars going down the center, and a star with a spiral. Lots of stars on this one. So it's very patriotic, and so this one is called Stars and Stripes. Okay. This one is our biggest seller of all time. Everybody buys this one. So get ready. Here we go. It's the sunflowers and bumblebees. I should have brought my jacket because I've sewn all these designs on a denim jacket. That's something else you can do, sew things on denim jackets and stuff. You become really stylish. So I've got the big sunflower with the quilting that goes around it. I have the little flower here, the half flower bud, the sunflower bud with a little bee, getting his little nectar from the sunflower. And then we have this great little bumblebee in the corner. And I put him on the sleeve of my denim jacket. He's so cool. And then we got this gorgeous border that goes all the way around this. And this is called So Beautiful. It's a table runner. And you guys are calling it the bee, because there are bees on there.
They're $16 and you get your 25% off.
Yeah, $16. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. Just know that we're almost done. So you got to comment now on anything you've seen before this is over, just so you know.
Okay, and this is apple a day, and this is, I don't know about you guys, but I like apples. They keep me happy. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. And this one's got like apples down the middle, little apples. We got your yellow, delicious, your Granny Smith. We've got a little wagon with the apples in it right here. And then apples for 5 cents, a little apple sign. And then you got an apple quilting design, a little square apple quilting design. And then, of course, quilting that goes all the way around all the designs, including the ones down the center. And here's the wagon with the red apples. Kind of cute. And that's, what are we calling this one? Apples. I kind of figured you guys were going to do apples on that one. Okay, now we're getting into the fall season. We have the spooky, spicy and spooky, spooky and sweet, or what do we call this? Spooky.
They'll comment Darren because it's spooky.
Okay, they're going to comment Darren because it's spooky, and he's kind of big. He's like the Urch, Sorry. And here I use the sparkly organza, so my little batty bats would shine. This is actually, the spider web is actually a quilting design. And then what I love about our pumpkin is we have the face is the applique, and the outside of the pumpkin is the quilting. So we thought that was kind of cool. And then we got a great witch's hat, and the hat's all sparkly too. And this one is, you comment Darren because he's scary. This table runner is called Grateful, and is this what we're calling it, or are you calling it squirrels? Squirrel.
We'll call it Grateful.
Okay, so it's called Grateful because in the middle of this center, we have a little wreath with some leaves and acorns, and it has the word grateful right here. And then we have these cute little squirrels, because in my backyard, my squirrels are very grateful that I get out there and I feed them peanuts all the time. And they just love that I toss them out there. We have these beautiful leaves, and we have this little quilting design too with the, see if they can, you don't think they can see it right there?
Yeah.
Can you see it's all done in metallic gold. It's got an acorn and some leaves. And so that's the Grateful table runner. It's kind of a long one. So. And I've taken this design and just put it on a towel and put it in the bathroom, and that's been real cute too.
2 more. One of them is brand new.
All right, and this is the last of that table runner series, and this is around the tree. We have some mylar in these designs, but you could just use regular fabric. We've done that too. Like here, instead of doing mylar, we use fabric. And what I love about this one is the quilting design. One of the quilting designs is this big package. Isn't that cool? And then we have quilting that goes around the designs. And this is all done with, I believe it's done with King Star metallic thread. Yeah, It's a very yellowy one, but yeah, a very gold. And that's called Around the Tree. And we're calling this one Around. This is called Around. All right. So our table runner series, and they're how much? $16 regularly, 12 on sale. They've been so popular that we're coming out with the second year of table runners this year.
Why don't you pause for a second and remind everybody that this is the last product.
Okay.
Yeah, we're running out of time here. We're actually also running out of battery on our microphone.
Oh, we have to go fast. Okay, so this is the last product I'm showing. So if you want to buy anything, comment now so you don't lose that opportunity to get great deals. So this is called this is the first table runner in our second series, and it's called Snow Day. And we have, I'm going to show you first, we'll start here with this area. We've got this gorgeous snowflake. I'm very proud of my snowflake. Snowflakes are a lot of work, and so are feathers, but I'm very proud of this one and the lettering that I did with Snow Day. And then we have these great snowmen. Look at him. He's got a little bird, and these all have mylar in them, so I don't know if you see how shiny and sparkly they are, but they've all got mylar underneath them. And then we have this little girl here. Isn't she just so cute with her little hands? And I'm going to have a granddaughter soon, so I'm like really getting all excited about little girls, and or my little granddaughter that's going to be here in April. And then this is the snowman. I love the branches with the pine leaves. I thought that was kind of different, and I just love his little chunky sweater and chunky hat. And then I also want to say, just like before, we have quilting here and in the diamonds, and also on the sides in the cornerstones. I didn't put any quilting around the snowman because the snow people, because there just wasn't room. But I did do a little stitching with the sewing machine, and I talk about doing that, and I show you how to do that in the pattern. There's some videos that go with it if you want to watch videos if you've never done Mylar. And this one retails for $18.
It's $13.50.
$13.50 today. And this is
has
brand
many designs. This is the first time shown. Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes.
that's cool.
So this is the first. You can't tell me I already own that, because I know you don't.
And what do you call that one, Jer, on your comment? Snow Day. Just comment Snow Day.
Comments no.
When you digitize for Mylar, do you digitize less dents?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a few little tricks that I do. Yeah.
So that all they have to do is put it there and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, and the nice thing about Mylar is it's not like applique. You don't have to cut it off with scissors. You just tear it.
Tear it off.
Yeah, you just stitch the whole thing, and when it's done, then you tear it. It's really
Kind of gives you the look like almost the whole design is metallic thread.
Yeah, it really does. It's very sparkly. The kind of, how snow. Well, maybe in Arizona you don't know this, but in the
We get snow.
you get snow. Well, when that first snow falls, it's so sparkly, and then the trucks come and everything gets muddy. But it's really pretty when it first falls.
Oh yeah. Well, so comment any of those items that you've seen. We're gonna leave the live going for like 10 minutes. Not even. Okay, Jared's going to explain what he's going to do here. But we are so thankful for you guys to fly all the way out here. We had a lot of fun.
Well, we're
Our
always
customers love it. This is only the second time you've been here, and the response that we got from the last time is the same exciting response that we got from this trip so far. Yeah.
I love coming out here. If you've never been to their event center, you need to make a trip out here. Scottsdale's pretty close, so your husband can golf while you come down here and take some classes. It's a beautiful facility. I really like it.
We're actually thinking about doing events where you pay for the event and it comes with golf rounds.
Oh, that's nice.
So the husband and wife team can come.
And I shouldn't say that, because we had 3 men in class today, and they had a great time.
Yep. It's not just a female sport, this sewing stuff.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
Oh, Jared's going to let
Will
us
you
know.
ever include applique cut files for scan and cut?
I might. I just picked up a scan and cut, and I'm still learning how to use that. But as I get more into that, then yes, I won't consider it. I won't really do it until I really know my scan and cut, because really well. Okay.
But
do anything we can't support.
Yeah, we don't do anything we don't support.
one
so.
thing about the scan and cut is it can understand and find your cut files if you have a newer scan and cut already, which is kind of cool. Even if
And it
doesn't
can
have an
read the
SVG.
PES file
Yeah.
formats too. Mine reads PES or
Yep.
machine format.
So, Jared, what were you saying about how we're gonna let people? Because I know some people started watching late, so they might be, 5-10 minutes.
You guys sign off there,
Okay.
and then I'll explain.
Oh,
You guys sign
okay.
off, and then I'll do this and end it here.
Well, Mark, thank you very much. Christine, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. From Mulqueen,
All right.
sign out.
Look at me. I'm over here. I'm all famous and stuff.
Are you?
All right. So, I don't know if I'm yelling. I'm going to turn this around so it's not as brutal on your ears. Sorry if you're wearing headphones. So, Gene Armstrong, you started late. I will add you in for those 2 jumbo packs. If you're watching from here out, currently in Arizona, it is 4:57 p.m. Okay. If you are watching and it's 4:58, 4:59, whatever, you can email me at the email right there on the screen your whole order. Because if you're not done if you're not done watching this by the time it's 4:57, I'm done taking orders for the rest of the day. I will revisit all this on Monday and send everyone's bills out on Monday. Okay, so 4:57, that's cut off. No one else can claim anything. Monday morning, if you haven't claimed it from what we've done today so far, just email info with everything you want. I'll go ahead and send you the invoice. You'll pay that invoice. I'll send it over to Mark. Mark will email you all of your links. So whether that be a pick 5 or just 1 or 2 expansion packs, whatever you decided, you'll get the download links for those from Mark, Christine, with Amelie Scott. So yes, Liza, you can claim after it's over. I had a change of heart. This was Darren's idea in the beginning. I said, no, once it's over, it's over. But no, if you do want to go ahead and purchase it by emailing me your whole list. If I have you on here and you add back, I'm going to email you. It's just going to take longer to get your thing. I'm going to send this all out before noon on Monday. If it's not paid by the end of Monday, I'm going to just unfortunately delete the order because I can't wait for it. So if you live locally, we will ship it. We won't ship it. We will have you pick it up if it's a physical item like a book. But if it's a digital download, even if you're local, it's just going to get sent to you via email. Yes. Yeah. So there's that. So we'll take care of that. So anyone have any other questions before I skedaddle? I gotta go pick up my future wife's engagement ring. It was getting cleaned. We're getting married 5 days now? That's crazy. Crazy. So no more questions? Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the comments about Darren throughout this whole thing. So like Darren was a ballerina at one point. He quit because they told him that he couldn't wear a tutu and leotard anymore. He didn't hear that one though. So oh, Darren loved the one about the Fiat. Let me read that one again. Fun fact, Darren purchased a Fiat 500 sight unseen, and when he sat in it to drive, he had to sit in the back seat because he's so damn tall. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys in the next time. October 26th. Right, Big D? What? October 26th?
Oh, yeah. That's the next live.
Okay. October 26th. That's a week from today.
Is it really?
No, it's 2 weeks from today. Oh, I was like, no, I won't even be here next weekend. All right. So have fun. I'm going to do a little sign off video and you guys can, we'll catch you later. So bye-bye.